Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank Majid Society for this opportunity to air my views on development and social services. I regret my inability to be present in person. Unfortunately, we have to make do with this video recording. We are all familiar with providing social services, with charity work, wherein the recipient is not required to do anything to help himself. This is a rather passive way of social work. There is a Chinese saying that if someone begs for food to eat, give him a fishing rod instead. Sounds rather cruel, but the food can last for one meal, while a fishing rod can supply him with food for a long time. But of course, he needs to spend time fishing. He needs to work, but his food supply for the future would be assured. The supplier of the fishing rod is still charitable, but his charity is more constructive. When doing charity, we need to make the recipient less dependent on it. That way, we will be creating a more productive society, a society composed of people capable of looking after themselves. Having said that, we have to be mindful that we don't disregard the constraints, the incapacities of those seeking help. Actually, even the handicapped will have some capacity to do things for themselves. We know of armless people painting with their feet, while some hold the brush with their mouth. The Malaysian government applied the fishing rod strategy when it provided land for the landless through the Federal Land Development Authority. The land was not given free, nor was the preparation of the land and the planting free. The recipient had to work on the land for an allowance. When the rubber or palm oil trees began to yield returns, then the settler will have his earnings deducted in order to pay for the land and the clearing and planting that was done. When full payment had been made, the property then belonged to the settlers. Today, there is no more land to be put in the scheme anymore. But the government has set up many institutes which provide training in skills to enable the graduates to earn a living or even to start business on their own. Today, Malaysia is far less troubled by unemployment than many other developing countries. Knowing the need to avoid unemployment, the government has created conditions and incentives for labor-intensive industries. In Malaysia, there is no unemployment allowance or dole. This is not because the government is being uncharitable. It is because it encourages the unemployed to work and earn a living. If a worker chooses not to work, then his having no income would be due to his own fault. The dole is like giving someone food when he is hungry. He will always be hungry and would always be begging. Providing job opportunities is like giving a fishing rod. If he refuses to work, that is, he refuses to fish when he is capable of fishing, then his destitution would be due to him. This is the philosophy that guides us. Thank you.